Hey there, good Tuesday morning. Meteorologist Johnny Lively for our Tuesday morning forecast. What to expect the rest of this week, not only today, the rest of the week and into Memorial Day. Let's take a look at what's going on. You can see there's actually some pretty heavy rain that has just moved offshore. We've got light to moderate rain from El Campo moving into the Lake Jackson, the Houston Metroplex area, even into the Galveston area. We're going to see that the rest of the morning moving into the early afternoon hours. Nothing too heavy right now, a couple lightning strikes here or there. Again, we zoom out. This is where we can see some of the heaviest rain is well offshore. None of this is going to be an issue this morning or this afternoon, but you can see another line of showers and thunderstorms into the plains region. That's what's going to eventually move into our region later on this evening, mainly tonight, give us our big round of some heavy rainfall potential. We'll talk more on that here in a second. Thanks for a sponsor of Tamco Hailguard Beyond Class 4. I'm sure they've been pretty busy. They've had some large hail going on in the Central Plains, so some of this can cause some pretty big damage in the roof department. So I'm sure they've definitely been busy over there, but none of that has been a problem over here. Checking out the satellite and radar, lots of clouds. We've got the rain just off towards our southwest. This has moved through. It had some pretty strong wind over there in Corpus Christi and parts of Victoria this morning, 50 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. All of that moved offshore, but we're seeing some light to moderate rain moving into the Houston Metroplex area. Nothing in the Beaumont, Lake Charles area right now. Could see some showers later this morning, but the heaviest is going to be later on tonight. Temperatures right now are very warm and muggy. You can see 40s and 50s into the Texas Panhandle, but the rest of the Texas and the rest of the South, we are warm and humid this morning, mainly into the upper 70s. Brownville is over there into the 83-degree mark, so it is definitely warm across our region. You can see that if you zoom in, thanks to Neutron Electrical Services. You don't see any 50s or 60s here. We're already into the upper 70s, near the 80-degree mark. Down towards the southwest and the coast is already at that 80-degree mark, and I'm sure the ACs were working overtime last night. Thanks again to our sponsor of Neutron Electrical Services. Our outdoor and construction forecast for today is getting a little iffy, but it shouldn't be a problem till mainly later this afternoon, especially this evening. We finally see that 70 to 80% coverage later this evening, but during the daytime hours, we've got the 10 to 20% coverage this morning, a little bit better over there towards southwest Houston, but you can see that our coverage will pick up this afternoon, but we start getting that 70 to 80% coverage later this evening. So we'll be watching everything from the north later on this late afternoon, getting into the evening time hours. It's not going to be as breezy it has been the last couple days, but still we can have some 15 to 25 mile per hour gusts later this morning into the afternoon, possibly 30 mile per hour gusts down towards the coast, but again, not as strong as what we have been seeing the last couple days, but still breezy. We are moving into the soggy forecast, really not only the rest of the week through Memorial Weekend, and really if you look the next 10 days, if not 2 weeks, there's a chance of rain, in my opinion, almost every single day. So thanks for sponsoring Switch Electric. This is not going to rain every single day, all day long. We're just saying that we will see rounds or some pretty decent rain chances the next 5 to 7 days, all the way through Memorial Weekend. And let's take a look at what our forecast is for today. So right now, we know we've got really the rain off towards the southwest this morning, mainly towards Lake Jackson, some light to moderate rain into the Houston area. This will move eastward. By the time it gets into Beaumont, maybe just some light. I don't think this will be moderate rain. This afternoon, we will warm up into the middle to upper 80s and watch as this collides with that boundary off towards the north. So this is when we're going to see our main line of showers and thunderstorms and the potential for locally heavy rainfall. This will mainly be later this evening. This starts approaching the US 190 corridor, what we call the Lakes region, College Station, Livingston to Jasper to D. Ritter. Locally heavy rainfall is definitely likely later this evening. We could see lots of lightning. We will watch the potential for some strong winds. Pea-sized hail is possible. The tornado risk is very low. This is more so we'll watch for the chance for some locally heavy rainfall and some strong gusty winds. This will approach the I-10 corridor around 8 to really around 9, 10 o'clock tonight. And again, locally heavy rainfall is definitely possible. And I actually zoomed in a little bit too fast there and went too quick. Something that we want to definitely watch, and we've talked about this the last couple of days, is watch what's going to be building. So we just talked about this evening. I'm sorry, this is turning into a little bit longer than I had really anticipated, but I just want to show this will be the big round this evening. Look what's going on over there towards Killeen, Round Rock, and Kerrville. That is another line of showers and thunderstorms. We'll see if that moves into our region Wednesday morning because, again, our heaviest round is tonight, or really this evening, tonight, into Wednesday morning. Just how fast does that next line off towards the west move through? Should approach our region, overnight tonight into Wednesday morning. I don't think rain's going to be a big ordeal all day on Wednesday. It's mainly Wednesday morning. Then we'll see if anything tries to redevelop Wednesday afternoon. So again, the heaviest is this evening, overnight tonight, Wednesday morning. How fast does it push through? It should be out of our region by late Wednesday morning. We'll see if anything tries to redevelop in the afternoon. Again, there is a chance for strong, I would say, wind damage. I don't think the tornado risk is going to be a problem. Pea-sized hail is possible along the I-10 corridor. We're a marginal risk. This is a very low risk, a slight risk towards the US 190 area, the shaded regions in yellow. This is mainly for strong winds. We'll watch that, but really moving into a chance for locally heavy rainfall. And again, overlay it, you can see there's a risk for strong storms. US 190s where we see the best potential, but we'll see this possibly down towards the I-10 corridor as well too. I think the biggest thing we're going to be watching for is the locally heavy rainfall. Again, lots of rains on the way the next 5 to 7 days. This is this evening. We get into Wednesday. We'll see if anything tries to redevelop in the afternoon. It's mainly in the morning time hours. Another round of locally heavy rainfall is possible on Thursday. Another round of it is possible on Friday. Saturday, not so much, but still, you've got rain in the forecast. Sunday could be another big round of some locally heavy rainfall, and then we do it again on Memorial Day as well, too. So in other words, how much rain are we talking? Well, if we kind of keep this just basic, thanks to Do Good Credit Union, we're going to show you just now this evening to Friday night, there's a good portion of this region, 2 to 3 inches of rain is definitely expected. We could see some areas getting up to 4 to 5 inches of rain, possibly some isolated areas getting slightly higher than that. Again, we just talked about rains in the forecast the rest of Memorial Weekend. So these totals you see here, they will continue to increase Saturday, Sunday, and even Monday. So we got a lot of rain that's definitely on the way. We're not going to see the heaviest rain until really this evening. That 80 to 90% coverage is mainly this evening into tonight. We're going to get into the middle to upper 80s, some areas approaching the 90-degree mark, thanks to our sponsor of Silsby Ford. Get you one. Overnight tonight, it's going to be warm and muggy, middle to upper 70s, far towards the north where that boundary is. You can stay into the low 70s, but the rest of us, we're definitely going to be warm. I think we're all warm in the 70s, so no doubt about it. Here's our forecast for southeast Texas the next 7 days. It is pretty wet. Not saying it's going to rain all day, every single day. We just have really good coverage all day, every single day. And even if you extend it the next 2 weeks, rain is definitely in the forecast the next 10 to, if not 14 days. Same thing for southwest Louisiana. We are moving into the wet pattern. Got that big round moving in later on this evening. Going to be from this evening into Wednesday morning. Might see some redevelopment Wednesday afternoon, but our next big round will be Thursday and Friday, and then it even sticks around this Memorial Day weekend. Wonderful time to go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. We're talking about rain off and on every single day the next couple of weeks. Good time to go download this app. That way you can get notified when the rain's moving in and when it's moving out. Thanks for tuning in to our Tuesday morning show. We'll have more updates throughout the day today. Lucas will have our 7-day posted later this afternoon and then have his evening video later this evening. But as always, we will have posts throughout the day on Facebook, YouTube, and on our free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and thanks again for tuning in.
Gulf Coast Weather Solutions is sponsored by
At Gulf Coast Weather Solutions, we focus on delivering reliable weather forecasts. Our new app provides reliable weather updates and alerts no matter where you are. With real-time weather alerts and warnings, you can stay informed and prepared wherever you go. Download the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app today on the App Store and Google Play and stay connected no matter where you are.